I'm 6 feet 4 inches, built like a linebacker, and my job requires people to trust me with their safety. Most people assume I don't need taking care of. Then I met Elena. The first time she called me her prince, I laughed because I thought she was heezing me. We were sitting in her car after a late night dinner. I looked at her and said, "You're joking, right?" She smiled and replied, "No, my prince, you work too hard." Nobody had ever spoken to me like that before. For most of my life, I was the person everyone leaned on. Family problems, work problems, emergencies. I was always the one carrying the weight. I got used to being strong for everyone else. Elena changed that without even trying. She'd text me reminders to eat. She'd leave handwritten notes in my jacket pocket. If I looked tired, she'd notice before I said a word. At first it felt strange. Then it started feeling like home. One afternoon, her former husband came by to pick up their son. He noticed a note she had tucked into my lunch bag. Stay safe today, my prince. Love, E. He laughed. Prince? Seriously? The room went quiet. I could feel everyone waiting for my reaction. I looked at him and shrugged. Yeah, that's what she calls me. He expected embarrassment. Instead, I smiled. Because for the first time in my life, being cared for didn't feel weak. It felt important. What Elena didn't know was that when I was a kid, my grandfather called my grandmother his queen every single day. It was their thing. Then one day he stopped. Nothing dramatic happened at first. Life just got busy. The little words disappeared. Years later, after she passed away, he told me his biggest regret wasn't the arguments or mistakes. It was assuming she already knew how much she meant to him. People need to hear it, he said. Love gets quiet when you stop saying it out loud. I never forgot that conversation. This fall, Elena and I are getting married. A few weeks ago, I told her the story about my grandparents and why that nickname means so much to me. She took my hand, smiled, and said, "Good, then I guess I'll be calling you my prince for the rest of our lives." And honestly, that's the strongest I've ever felt. This version is original, avoids copying the source wording, and keeps the same heartfelt storytelling style.